As with any tour, you finish, you want to know where you're going next. And our next destination was Sapa. It was a 6-hour car journey from Ha Giang. And the way itself wasn't easy going. There was a lot of missing road from all the rain that had happened over the past few days. Some really interesting sights. And we were driving through quite a few towns. So we got to see some local life. It's hard not to understate how interesting it is to just be on the roads in Vietnam. The way that they utilise their motorbikes, especially, is just incredible. Night fell. The journey became increasingly treacherous. You can see in the map here how windy the roads were getting up the mountain. We still had an hour to go, and the fog wasn't giving up. It got thicker and thicker. It was actually quite concerning at some points, because as I've said in previous videos, the way that the Vietnamese driving works is that overtaking is fine really unless there's a solid white line. And when you're going up a mountain behind a lorry, that can be quite scary. That being said, our driver was really cautious. Once we'd made it to the town, the fog did begin to clear. And to see this town at night, with all the lights, especially the Sun Plaza, was amazing. We only had one full day in Sapa, and in our minds, the best thing to do was to scale the Fansipan mountain, which is famous for its breathtaking views. So we had breakfast, we went and explored the town quickly, and then we popped back to the hotel and spoke to our incredibly helpful attendants. But they did tell us that the view was going to be completely interrupted by the fog, and so we had to make other plans. First though, I rudely interrupted this store manager just to ask him a few questions before we got on with it. We got in a local taxi, and he was really helpful because he explained to us that there were still a good few things that we could do. The first of which was to visit this village, which had a beautiful homestay and restaurant. That looks like Play-Doh.
Oh, it's sticky rice.
Uzu.
Có nhiều hôm đông khách thì phải xếp hàng, nhưng tôi nghĩ hôm nay sẽ ít thôi.
There are many busy days where we have to wait in line, but I think there will be fewer today.
Okay. After that, he would lead us to the top of a mountain, something called the Alpine coaster. This is obscure. The building there, and this is just where all the seats cycle through, and you get straight go on, as in you go straight on. I think that's the nerves speaking. Look at that crane. Wow, look at this person going up here now, and then very quick. We're about to go, and I'm not scared at all. Okay. I believe we just got a seatbelt on us for this. This is mad.
Slow down!
Oh god. Oh, there's nothing. Oh god. Oh.
this bit looks fun.
Oh, attention pearl.
I swear we're tilting off.
Oh, I think my head might hit the... No. That was good. Maybe 2 days.
Oh my god, this is so...
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
The ride itself was expensive, but you can get a photo for 100,000, which is... It's like £2. It saves me having to put it on the screen. Oh.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Sapa was an easy stop for us because our guide at the Ha Giang Loop was able to drop us there with no additional fee. And to get to experience it for one day was brilliant. It was a shame not to make it to the top of Fansipan, but we did have a good time here. And I would still recommend it if you are thinking of going. Just bear in mind that although it does look amazing on pictures, you have to choose the right time of year and you have to be mindful that the weather is unpredictable. Aside from that, it still has a lot going for it, especially the Alpine coaster for us. As we soaked up the final bit of scenery, we got an early night as we would travel 9 hours the next day to Ninh Binh. See you in the next one.